Oh, how you doing, tech fans? How you doing? So it's good to see you again. All right, there's a couple of changes happening in August here. Um, so videos will be out Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. Uh, yeah, I just have a couple of things I have to take care of, so I'm just gonna do that. So we have, and they'll just be out. I don't know when, but they'll be out. Still got a heat wave here and everything like that. So that goes for all the channels I have. Uh, all the ones I do. Okay, so tech. So the fix now for Gemini. For those of you, if you got Gemini on your phone, they don't want you to take it off, but you can disable it. But I would clear out the storage and the cache if you got anything saved in there. Clear. If you're using it from a Home Assistant, then you turn on Home Assistant, and you go into Gemini to do that before you disable it. Because you disable it, the icon will disappear on the phone. So if you enable it, then you can go in there and select. You can choose between the two, Gemini or Google Assistant. So you choose Google Assistant, hit whatever button you have to hit, check it off, go back in settings, and disable it, and click it. So this way, when you say, "Hey, you know who," right? it will. The other one will come on. The assistant. What? No, I'm not promoting anybody. I know that's bad. It's hot, I'm trying not to drink water, but anyway, I'm not gonna get into all that. Yeah, well, yeah. No, that's soda. That's the zero stuff. To be honest with, I gave up all of that, and I said, wow, soda has changed. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I had stopped drinking for years. But when I stopped, it was cheap. look at it today; it's expensive. Wow. What the if aluminum was so expensive, then might as well go back to glass. Glass was cheap. Hey, it's up to them. That's what they do. Okay, enough of that. Last time, the video went longer than expected. And it ran out of space. It was really huge. But that happened. So data centers are needed for the AI, and data centers are needed for everything. IT. I had to support a data center, and I went down to the major city. There's nothing here. They're all down there. It was a huge data center. It was a couple of blocks long, and there was only one way to get in. And my job was to update a switch for a company. But one of the guys that worked there, he didn't work there, but he worked in this company. He couldn't wait, so Dell sent me there to install the switch. But I couldn't install it because you need. There was one thing I didn't have. It was a mini USB cable to connect to it. They said, "Hey, could you go out and go get one?" But I'm in the downtown in a city. There is no store to go get that. It's far away, and then I'm paying for miles. So, no. I get there. If it's I asked them, what I need to carry with me for this project. I carry the other cable. I didn't know you need that one specifically. Need a mini. So they said, "Hey, when can you come back?" "Not today. I'm too far away. I'm over 100 miles away. 200 miles round trip." That was one I was paying $50 an hour for that one. Well, originally they hired me as the tech to work with the lead, but the lead didn't want to do the job. That's what I heard. He didn't want to. Yeah, well, that's the first time I'm going into a data center. I've been in server rooms and large ones too, by the way, but not a full-fledged data center. Sheesh. And now that a lot of these data centers are controlling all the AIs, and the AIs need a lot of power and a lot of cooling. And a lot of these data centers are popping up all over the place. There's one state in particular, I don't know, I should say, but like that. Now, could you get work there? But those data centers, those systems, those servers, and everything is running. Now, you might be on call. Before, in the past, if a server went out, they'll page you, right? They have a little pager and tell you the number and you call, and they say, hey, we need you to go here. Or they call you on your cell. Hey, we have something down. Could you go? That's what they do today. The company will say, hey, can you go out? Albert, can you go out? This is what we'll pay you to do it. Yeah, they're not paying for mileage. They're not paying for parking your vehicle, because there's no place to park around the data center. Sure, they have parking for guests and stuff like that, and sometimes it's not monitored, so if anybody can break in. So you got to be careful, because some of those data centers are in a rough area, you know. So you got to be careful. That kind of work is kind of dirty. I don't like to. To me, that's dirty work. I don't like to do that kind of work. It's not worth it. You guys say, well, you make a lot of money. Yeah, but I made about 200. This is go out that time. I get guaranteed 4 hours. They didn't want to pay me that. They wanted to pay me 200 because they said, well, you weren't doing the whole 4 and you didn't have all the stuff. Hey, they send me the documents. This is what you need to do. It didn't say nothing about they gave me the wrong documents too, by the way. I got paid, but I had to overstep my bounds. And you're not supposed to do that in the business. But I had to. I had to do what I had to do. I don't care. I got paid. But you don't shortchange me. That's a shame. But that's how the company was. Other companies don't do that. But you're not working for that company. They send you out to do it. Okay? You pick what you want today. You pick what you want. Okay, I want to take that project. And you bid on it or whatever it is you do, and you get accepted. Boom. But they're not paying you for mileage unless it's written. Sometimes the client says, okay, we'll pay it. That's why I'd rather do deployments and rollouts and printer setups and stuff like that. I don't mind doing that. I'm talking about for business, not for like Best Buy or something like that, or Amazon. They have a service. We'll send a tech out. Yeah, but those don't pay that much. They're supposed to pay $150 to the tech if you're gonna go out to that. But they don't want, no, they want to keep the money and then you only get a small amount of money. I'm not doing it for no 40. And you say, wow, 40 is a lot. That's not an hour. That's not 40 an hour. That's a flat rate, 40. It should take you like an hour to 2 hours to do it. So that's 20 an hour. They're trying to. No. You have to want people's resident house. You don't know what's your face in the residential house. It might be dirty in there. And it was clean. That's great. The resident is not going to tip you because you're doing a service. You got to remember the service calls. Like you call the air conditioning guy to come out. You going to tip him? No, because you have a service contract. He's providing your service. He's fixing the air conditioning. Your refrigerator goes bad. You just bought it. They send a service guy. You going to tip him? No, you're not going to tip him. He's providing a service. But the guy comes to deliver your mail or your package. Are you going to give him a tip? No, you're not tipping him. He's doing a service. So that's the whole thing with that. Yeah, so you got to be careful with that stuff. Okay, so hackers use hidden Raspberry Pi and custom malware to attack bank ATMs. You can do everything online. Download the app. That's right. How you gonna get the cash? Go into the bank and get the cash. I don't trust them ATMs because everything is bad now. I got skimped one time. I went to the gas station to buy gas. But see, now today we use clubs. You don't use them out in the street. And I said, no, I know you're gonna say, well, the club is not everywhere. So what do you use? That's the whole thing. You got to take a chance. If you get skimp, it's gonna shut down. Your bank is gonna catch it. Hopefully they can. If they have good security, they'll catch it. Never use your PIN. If you're using a debit card, never use your PIN at these places. Tap too, they get you there. Tap sends that signal. You should try to use a chip. Oh my God. Or swipe it in. But see, the thing is, if you type in your PIN, they're gonna have it as, right. Like I just went to one of the stores. I used the chip. I hit. Do you want money back? Nope. And then it asks you to type your PIN in there. No, I hit cancel. Not every place is like that. You hit cancel. You have to ask them if that's the way theirs work. And you hit cancel, and that's it. And you use it as a credit. You don't want to use it as a. You don't want to use it as a debit. You gotta be careful. It's really tough today. Eventually, all credit cards will be gone. No more credit cards. You're gonna have a little microchip inside. You're gonna go like this and wave. But right now they're not doing that yet. And some of you are gonna say, I don't want to be tracked down like that. Well, you're gonna have to do something because it's dangerous out there. Proton launches a free open source authenticator app to take on Google and Microsoft. No ads, no tracking. I see it's not popular. All right, not much going on there. Not much going on in ATI. I said something. I was talking about tripods. So I was telling there's a ball and there's a fluid. I says ball. I didn't say anything else. Something went wrong. If something went wrong and it kept on doing that, you might as well just hit delete the whole thing, start fresh, because it's not going to go past that. So something triggered a code, and it stopped it from continuing on. And kept on saying something went wrong, and it doesn't know something went wrong, so it's talking to you still, but it's not going to talk. It'll just repeat the same thing over and over again. And those are the metas. So if you run across that in the meta and you said something wrong by accident, then you're gonna have to reset it. I know all your messages and all your little chats with it is gone, but hey, it's not gonna talk to you. So, and if you see the code goes out of whack, like you said, hey, I'm looking for the certain model, say a table, bench, or you saw something at the doctor's office, or you saw something someplace and you want to know what it was, and you ask the meta doctor or whatever it is, and then they don't know what it is. Remember, they only focus on the problem at hand, right? They're not going to focus on what's this. Oh, they're not gonna know what it is, what you're talking about, and you're gonna have to push it along. I know it's crazy. Oops, what's this? So it happens. But those of you on content creator and you're uploading videos, how are you uploading? Are you uploading through your cell phone? Are you using your camera and you're sending it through Wi-Fi, which is a no-no because sometimes that's slow? Well, what else could you do? Pop it out, get a reader, fast reader like a Type-C to Type-C. You can read it fast and transfer it, and you don't have to transfer the data off the SD card or micro SD card with the larger chip. You can do it right off the reader and send it up that way. It should be about the same. It depends how much you got. You got fiber. The bigger the file, the more complex it is. If you're not saving these videos in H.265, you're using the other method. It's gonna be huge, especially if you're using Power Director. Okay, not on Android 15. Anything older, prior model, prior version. Yeah, the file could be huge. Say you made an 8-hour video. No, that's going to be huge. You might have to think about doing it at 720p at a lower resolution. If you got a slow upload speed, it's a lot to consider here. I meant to talk about stuff like that. Content creators, yes, that's you. Yeah. So because I'm uploading a file now, and it passed through. Now it's going through secondary security checks. So it's always going to say it found something. So that's normal. So you have to wait for that to clear before you can actually release the video. Now shorts, you can release it. You know, that's a little different. And how big of a short should you be uploading? Well, if you made a 10-minute video or a 20-minute video, you could send them a minute. You can send them the whole 3 minutes, or you can send a smaller one. And why would you send up smaller? Because you're giving them a sneak preview of what you're doing. You don't have to set the whole thing. Oh, there's one I want to change. Oh, I just saw something else. Wait a minute. Okay, 3 hours. So I uploaded 3 videos. But I'm uploading Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. I haven't done that. Just those 3 days. Why am I doing it? Well, I have some things to do here. You know, my home here. I got to do some stuff I have been neglecting. So I'm taking some time off. Okay. Plus, I'm also trying to see. A lot of people, that's how they upload. They don't upload every day like I'm doing. You know, I was uploading a lot, and that uploading a lot push you forward. If you're just starting out and you're trying to, it's taking a long time to get monetized. Well, you have to increase the video length. You know, whatever it is. Okay, 3 hours has passed. Okay, so it's time to upload the next file. It's ready to go. Okay, make sure it's done. I should teach you the steps of how to upload these files. There's also compilation, compilation. Compilation, it means is if you got a lot of videos and maybe they didn't see your videos and they never got seen, you can download them, put them on whatever application you're running, and put them together, clean them up. You don't have no header, you have nothing. It just moves along, right? And then you put it together, and you re-upload it. Yeah, and you grouping them together. Some people do that. Some people have 4 hours, 8 hours. That's a lot. 8 hours. Oh my goodness gracious. I did 7 videos on one of my channels, and then on the healing channel, I did 8 videos. Holy cow! That came out to about 3 hours and 30 minutes. Now you're saying, are they gonna watch the whole thing? They should. You know, you put a lot of work into it, but you have to watch it. How many times a month should you do that? Once a month. I wouldn't put it more than that, because you're doing a compilation. It shouldn't have the videos of the same month that you just pass by. You know, well, if you're in a new month, you should wait. You know, push back a couple of months. You know, you can take the most popular videos you have. Wow, let's get that at me. Or you can, you know, it's your discretion. So whatever you're doing, okay. So that's called compilation. Okay, compilation video. Okay, I have one on this channel is 2.5 hours. It did pretty well. And then I have it on my other channel as well. Oh yes, when you're uploading your videos, I used to turn off embedding, allowing embedding. Yes, and it's the reason why you want to allow embedding, and also automatic dubbing. When you do automatic dubbing, make sure you select manual review before publishing. Review dubs in all languages. Okay, so you're squared away. Don't select the other button. You know, and also short remixing, allowing videos and audio remixing. Say allow. Don't say don't allow, because if you don't allow, it's gonna cause a ripple in something else. It's this weird, you know. That's what I come across. So like I said, then another one, comments and ratings. By default, is set to, I think, basic. I don't think it's set to none. Oh, no, it's set to none. So you can set it to strict, and it'll help you with some offensive stuff. You should have a file in the settings. Okay? Settings, not permissions, community moderation. And community moderations, under Well, under live directs, all channels can be redirect my contact list. Is under live directs? Block words. You can block words and emojis. Well, on this channel, I only have another channel. I have 1,800 and something blocked, and then the other channel, this one is 700. Any offensive words, you gotta have them blocked. There's a list out there. I don't know. It was a free list. It's copied and dropped it and been added. You can add to it. You want it. That's what you want. If you want to block users and block links, you want to block links, comments and views, posts, hashtags, and URLs will be held. So anybody playing around like that. Another thing too, you can block hidden users. But only block people you think that are hurting your channel, okay? Don't block everybody. What's this thing here? I didn't do anything. Why would it say save? I didn't do anything there. I didn't do anything here. Oh. I didn't change anything. Let me see something here. Yeah. So be careful. Make sure your channel is protected. Okay? Don't allow links. And be careful what you say in your bio. You know, put down links to personal stuff or even an email, you know, because you don't want to get you'll learn in time, but you want to stop it before it gets out of control. Oh, wow. What happened here? I'm here. Yeah. What else can I teach you? Now, if you're doing stuff, I'm sure it's slouch. If you're doing stuff like light flashing, I don't have anything to show. Say you're doing stuff with your skin. You go like this, or anything like this. You should put a disclaimer on your videos. Let me see here. Hold on a second here. I can't remember where I have to be. Okay. They call it light trigger warning. I saw that on a TV program I was streaming. Well, I wasn't streaming, I was watching. It said the same, something similar to that. It was actually better than what I had on my own thing. Contains sequences of flash lightings or patterns. You want to put that up because some people have dyslexia and some other stuff like that. If you're doing anything like that on your channel that's causing them harm, you might want to do that. Oh, what happened here? Oh, I see. Now, if you're doing shorts, you want the short to point to the video that is similar to your shorts. Another thing, too, you want to keep track of the shorts. You can create a playlist called Popular Shorts, like popular videos, or you want something based on your shorts. So you want to keep track of that stuff. Now, popular shorts, why would you do that? It depends if your shorts have gone over 10,000. Or if they got 100,000, or they may hit 1 million. You know, you might want to make note of that so you can see and tell share with others. Because sometimes they will let you know. They're letting me know a lot now. Like in the notifications, it says, "Hey, 10,000 views. More people are watching your shorts." Not the channel we're on here. This is another channel, but I'm saying like that. And you know what? You might want to do that. Okay, so. Now I'll let the short release. Save. So you can make shorts out of your full video. So how do you do that? You click your full video, you click edit into a short, and it'll do it good. It lines up. Ooh, this should be a little higher. Let's see here. Okay, that's good enough. That's what I've been doing, and that saves a lot of time. And then on my music channel, I couldn't download my music and convert it to short. It was the weirdest thing I ever seen. I said, what's going on here? Why can't I do that? Not allowed? It was weird. Okay, that's a better picture. Should you create thumbnails and put text and lettering in there? Well, heck, that is up to you, you know, to be honest, you know. I was doing that, but, oh, that's the scanner. It's telling me. Let me see something here. Let's see. So we'll select that one, and we will select that one. Hit save. And you want to create an end screen. End screen, you can put 3 videos, or you can put 2 videos in a playlist, and make sure you have your subscribe so they click on that. Sometimes you can make that animate. There's a way of doing it. I tried it. It's all right. So basically, when you create the video, you'll have to create it in a program, then put it in there, and then you recompile the video, and it'll create it for you automatically. It's pretty neat. I don't do it all the time. It's time consuming. I just wing it. Wing it means I just put it up there. Make sure everything is done correctly, and just wing it. I don't script or anything like that. I also do comedy. You know, I have a comedy channel, and some people say, "Oh, you write a script?" No, no. It's all I wing it. Wing it means I just do it on the spot. I do. Hopefully, I can, because I did a comedy skit where I was playing. Well, one of the AIs had Sis AI, so I was saying, "Hey Sis, did you do?" You know, she said, "How was school?" And I said, "Yeah, all right." And she said, "Hey, you know, Ted called you. Your boyfriend Ted called you, and I told him that you were underage and he can't take you out anymore." And he said, "You dork!" And she said, and I like that. And I said, "Wait a minute, I could do that in a comedy skit. You know, I could play with different voices." Like Mom was making meatloaf, and I said, "Sis, Dad said he didn't want no more meatloaf, so he's coming home from work. He's gonna stop off, and he's gonna run a little late. And he's asking you, what do you want in your pizza?" And so she's telling him what do you. And hey, hold on, I got Dad on the cell phone, right? I grabbed the cell phone, and Dad is talking. That's me. I'm changing my voice as a father, and the wife would come on like that, and then the mother would say, "Hey, you know." "Hey, you need to go take out the trash." And I'm playing my music that I created, you guys know about. And that's how I was doing it, you know. That's exactly what I did. I did it like that. Okay. But I'm winging it, meaning that there's no script. It's just do it on the spot, you know. You know, if you have that ability, you can do it. That's what you should do. That's what I do. You know, if you're a comedian, you know, if you're talented enough to do all that stuff, hey, you should go for it. Okay. Oh, I know what to do. I need to. I changed the way my channel looks. I've added. Let's see. I want to put shorts back up here. Shorts. You can add shorts and posts now. Create a playlist. It depends. It's how you want your channel to stand out, you know? It's up to you. Cat's making the noise. Listen, should you, when you upload, say you upload a couple of videos, should you create a short for each one? Now, that's what I was doing, but it can hurt you in a month. So you gotta be careful. I'm experimenting with this one short. If I set up 3 videos, I would have a short for each one. That's 6 videos. But remember, it's not 6 full videos. 3 full videos. Remember that if you're in a YPP program, so you have 3 videos. That's what you get. Those are videos. But the 3 other ones, those are shorts. So you're gonna have short amounts, and those shorts for you to make anything, you have to have at least 5,000 or higher. Otherwise, it's gonna be a few dollars. And if you don't have enough of them, but you know, they would have to be a couple of thousand. Like the more they are, the more you make. You know, the more you make on that. You know, but remember, everybody's different. So I don't know what you make. I can't say, well, this is what you're supposed to make it with this. Everybody's different. You know, and the premise was that the more videos you had, the more videos you had, the more channel views you had. The channel views is how many people watch your videos. Like I said before, the channel views should be equal to the subs, but they're not. But if they're watching all these videos, they should become subs automatically. But that's not what they do. I'm making noise. Hey, thanks for watching the channel, watching this video. I'll see you on Wednesday. If any questions or anything like that, let me know. Hit the subscribe button. It'll really help the channel grow. And and watch the entire video as well. Okay, and more will come out. Okay, all right. Take care. Work on. Bye bye.